JJ, why didn't it work out for Dom in New York?
Yeah, it's a great question, Julie. Look, I think the lack of playing time and the idea of Dom Smith moving off his natural position of first base maybe played a role. But if you watched Dom Smith in 2019 and you watched him in 2020, you thought you had a breakout star on your hands. You saw that OPS graphic a few minutes ago. It was in the nines, for goodness sakes. And 2021 and 2022, it just didn't work out. So you could mention the idea of not having consistent playing time. I think that's a lame excuse, though, because when Robinson Cano got DFA'd, Dominic Smith had an opportunity to go take that DH role and run with it. We know the Mets had issues at that spot all year. He didn't make the most of it. Kind of strikes me as a guy who, simply put, needs to change the scenery.
100%. I mean, this year was the opportunity, like you just said, full-time DH, National League. And once Cano gets out there, it was really his job to lose. And ultimately, that's what ended up happening. When we saw the moves the Mets made at the trade deadline to upgrade and go with the platoon at DH, maybe that didn't work out so great. But once the Mets decided that, Daniel Vogelbach and Darren Ruff were a better option than Dominic Smith, and he's buried in the minors for the rest of the season. I think that told you all you needed to know about where they valued him. So for it to come to an end this way with the non-tender, based on the way 2022 played out, doesn't surprise me at all.
All right, guys, let's sit tight and switch gears to some Yankees news. The Pinstripes agree on a one-year, $6 million contract with Isiah Kiner-Falefa, keeping the shortstop in the Bronx. He spent last year in the Bronx after spending the first 4 years of his career as a Texas Ranger. The 27-year-old had 4 home runs and 48 RBI in 142 games, yet did post a career-high 22 stolen bases. So IKF didn't contribute much offensively and struggled defensively. Chris, they're bringing him back, but how much of a disappointment would it be if he's your starting shortstop?
I think it's a major disappointment. I think the fact that they tendered him the contract is just one of those things you're dealing with right now as they head into the offseason and look to perhaps move him, maybe bring him back as sort of in a utility role, as a bench option. Not that you want to be paying $8 million or so to a bench player that doesn't hit a lot. But look, the Yankees have prospects ready to go at the shortstop position. We already got a taste of Oswald Peraza. Oswaldo Cabrera offers you a lot of different things as far as versatility. We haven't seen Anthony Volpe yet. Also, you've got these big-ticket shortstop free agents sitting out there. So to me, he's basically option D, E, F, somewhere down the line. Certainly shouldn't be the top option, and I would be really surprised if he's the guy that Aaron Boone's riding into the lineup on opening day at shortstop.
Option F? How about option Z, Silo, as far as IKF? Look, I understand that he could play a variety of different positions. He was an abomination at shortstop. I don't care what the Yankees try to tell you. He was putrid defensively. The Yankees didn't trust him in the postseason to go and play the position. And you just hit on the most important thing. They are loaded in the minor leagues when it comes to this position. They have Peraza, who's ready to go. Waldo, who showed you some glimpses last year at that position. And Anthony Volpe. I don't think the Yankees are going to be a big-game hunter at shortstop. I'd be stunned if that's the case. I don't see Xander Bogaerts coming here. I don't see Carlos Correa coming here. But it's time for your top prospects to play. Take a page out of the Braves playbook. Take a page out of the Astros playbook. Jeremy Pena, World Series MVP. Let's see Volpe or Peraza, please.
All right, well, there's some news from the West Coast that could potentially interest Yankees fans. The Dodgers did not tender Cody Bellinger Friday, and they have a lot of money coming off of the books. Baseball insider John Heyman said the Dodgers will make a run at Aaron Judge. JJ, does Judge going to the Dodgers worry you?
Not really. I'm surprised I'm saying this because they have a ton of money. They have unlimited resources. But if there is a team in California that scares me from a Yankee perspective, it's the Giants, because to me, the Giants are the far more desperate team. They need a box office draw. They need a new face of the franchise. I look at the Dodgers. I see Mookie Betts. I see Freddie Freeman. I see Clayton Kershaw. And yeah, I understand they have money and they could go and make a serious play for Aaron Judge. But still, as far as like suitors are concerned, the Giants are the one that's kind of keeping me up more at night, especially considering that proximity to where Aaron Judge grew up.
Yeah, the Bay Area aspect. I agree. Of the California teams, I would put the Giants ahead of the Dodgers. But to me, I'll say it this way. Right now, until Aaron Judge signs on the dotted line with the New York Yankees, any of these big market teams that have money to spend, that have the, the charisma, the track record, right now you can make the case the Dodger brand is better than the Yankee brand over the last 10, 15 years or so.
Easily.
So right now, any of those teams floating out there that say, hey, you know what, we're going to take a run, we're going to put a package and offer it together, any of those teams scare me right now until the Yankees get it signed, sealed, and delivered.